So I am at the Georgia Aquarium. I am about to walk over to the whale shark area where you get to see them. I haven't seen whale sharks in over like a year and a half at this point. So the last time I was here, I broke down in tears the second I saw them. So I kind of want to record this just in case if I start crying again. Nothing yet. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of people here and I'm gonna cry. I went to the Georgia Aquarium for the first time ever back in July of 2017, so it's been 2 years. I used to be obsessed with beluga whales, and then I really liked whale sharks, and I don't know what it was about whale sharks, they just get to me. And so when we first walked in, my ex-boyfriend Jordan used to make car videos on YouTube, and so he was gonna do a video of our trip that we were taking, and so he was recording himself, and I had seen my first whale shark, broke down in tears and walked back to him, and he took a video and was like laughing about it. And the audio is a little bit messed up. I don't know what happened with it, I think, when I downloaded it, but I can't really ask him for it again because I'm pretty sure he deleted it.
I saw my first whale shark and I can't handle it. Impression.
We're at the Georgia Aquarium, and Rochelle is in street.
It's so beautiful and big, and I love it.
This is going in the video.
They're my favorite animal in the world, and I've never seen one in person. And this is my best friend, Phoebe. I'm gonna go cry some more.
So that was a video of me seeing my first whale shark. I was very, very excited, as you can tell. I was trying to smile the whole time, so I look really awkward. Back in July of last year, I met my ex-boyfriend, Jonathan, and when we first started talking, he's from Atlanta, and when we first started talking, he said that he had a dream about him taking me to the Georgia Aquarium because I told him I was obsessed with whale sharks, and he told me he had a dream about taking me there and doing the behind the scenes tour and going and doing a penguin encounter and all this like cutesy stuff. And so last October for his birthday, I decided to buy him tickets to the aquarium. I got us tickets, penguin encounter, dinner, the whole jazz. Cost a lot of money, and he ended up canceling on me, so I was not able to go with him, sadly. And when I called them, they said they couldn't give me my money back, but that they were able to put on a gift certificate. So I've had this like $300 gift certificate for the last 10 months. So I decided to drive through Georgia, which is where I'm at now. I'm in Rome, Georgia right now. And I ended up stopping at the aquarium because I looked at the time. The aquarium closed at 9. I was gonna get there about 7, so I was like, okay, 2 hours. I'll buy an annual pass because I've been talking about using the money I spent on Jonathan for a annual pass. And so I got there, and they told me that they couldn't find my gift certificate anywhere. And I was like, what do you mean? That's like $300 is missing. And I was very upset about it. And then they told me that they were gonna have a manager come and speak to me, and I was like, great, thank you. So I spoke to her, I showed her all of the documentation that I had, and they said that they still couldn't find it, but she's like, listen, we close in about an hour. I'm just gonna let you go in for free. And then when it comes to December, because I told her I was coming back in December, why don't you come and get your annual pass, you know, whatever. And I was like, awesome, that's great. I can't think of her name right now. She was the manager, and she gave me this comp ticket so I could go to the aquarium. And I was in there for literally, it was like less than an hour and a half. I got to go in, and I tried to record my seeing the whale shark for the first time. Well, whale shark for the first time in 2 years, but I didn't really have a great reaction. I didn't really like the reaction I had because it wasn't exactly the same as the first time, which I get because, like, yeah. But I used to get to the point of where I would cry every time somebody even mentioned the word whale shark, just because I was so overwhelmed. I cry when I'm overwhelmed, and I just love them so much, and so like I get so overwhelmed by my love for them that I just break down in tears. So I didn't cry. I teared up a little. There were so many people around me, and I was like, I'm not gonna cry in front of people. And there is this cute little clip where I just kept recording, and I walked over and I went to, because I saw him first like just swim by, and then I walked over and went to this one area where I could see the whole thing. And I was watching the clip back last night, and you can see me literally getting my breath taken away from it. Like I go, and it's just, it's so heartwarming, and it's like 100% real reaction. So I'm gonna insert that right here. So whale sharks are my favorite animal. They don't have a lot of research that people have done on them. I think it's a relatively new discovery of like actually doing research. It's like within the last 29 years that they started doing research on them. And that is something that I kind of want to do some days, maybe work on that, because we don't know a lot about them, which I get, like, it's a fish. Like, do we need to know a lot about it? But I think we do. They're gentle giants, and I don't know what they could do for us, but I think they're amazing. I believe that everything we need is in the ocean. And we don't know anything about their breeding, really. We don't know anything about maturity for them, when they reproduce. We don't know much about how, like, they reproduce or where the babies are born or, like, their cycles or anything like that, because it's so relatively new. We don't even know how long they live, technically. So I believe the Georgia Aquarium is the #1 leading research center on whale sharks in the United States, because I don't believe there's any more whale sharks anywhere in the United States. They have 4 of them, and I got to see 2 of them last night. At least I think it was the same 2. Don't know where the other 2 were. I asked this lady to take a picture for me because obviously I'm traveling alone. I don't have people to take pictures for me. And she took these pictures, and then I told her how much I love whale sharks, and she said, "I'm about to take a guy up to the top of the tank. Would you like to go with?" And I was like, yeah. So we go up there, and I got to see the top of the tank, and that was pretty amazing. I had a great time over there. So then as we were leaving, she was telling people, like, "Oh, you gotta go down this stairs," and then she grabbed my arm and she's like, "Here, come with me. I want to show you something really cool." And she said, "We don't take the public up there at this time." And I was like, "Okay." And so she took me up to the animal hospital area where they do, like, all of the surgeries, and she kind of gave me a little bit of a rundown of the surgeries and all of that stuff. And I talked to her a bit about, like, how she got into this job and stuff, and she told me about all the stuff they do there, and it was just amazing. And I believe her name was Katie. She was this event specialist, had been working there since 2005, so, like, amazing. And she just volunteers, I think she said. So that was great. I got to see the aquarium in a different way because there was, like, nobody there. So it was just me and maybe, like, 10 other people walking around. And that was pretty amazing experience. And everybody there is just so kind to me. The whole experience was amazing, and I have so much love for the Georgia Aquarium. So, like, if you ever have wondered about going there, if you ever want to go there, definitely look into it. If you live close enough, you should get an annual pass, because it's like $85, and I think it's like $45 to get in once. If you go twice, it pays for itself. Someday I'm gonna swim with the whale sharks there. Someday I'm gonna swim with the whale sharks in the wild too. That was just an amazing experience for me, and I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity to do that. So yeah. I've been living out of a car for a couple weeks now.